Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain how can you create a time-based test for the students using Microsoft Forms. First of all, click on the assignment. Then choose a class for which you want to make assignment. I'm in test. Click next. Click on create, then choose quiz. This whole process can also be done using office.com. You have to sign in with the Microsoft credential and just click on the form after you sign in office.com. Choose new form. It will open a browser where it will open the forms page. You have to click on new quiz. New quiz you have to click on, and then you can add a title to your form. Let's say I am writing unit test 1 class 12. And in description I am writing subject and marks. Then I have to click on add new. Add new option will just provide us the types of questions which we can add in the assessment for the assessment. So I am taking choice based question, first question, and I am just writing a question: what will be the output of, then I'm writing a command print, and with double quotes I'm writing 200 plus 300, and then I'm just writing on options for answer. We can add as many as options we want, like I'm adding third option. And then click on new to add new question. Again you can choose the type of question you want. I am taking multiple choice again, and now this time I am writing a question: which of the following is valid identifier in Python? So my options are ASK3, AS3, 3, SER. We can add options AS_3. Okay. Then first question, one thing I just forget. We have to click required because we want this question to be answered by the students. We have to click on required in each question, and then again I am adding the third question. This time I am using text based question. We can add image also using OneDrive or image search. We can search from the net, or we can upload an image from our system. If we have it in our system, we can click on upload option. Then it will provide us the desktop or any other path. If you want to choose, click on open, and then the image will get open. And for the image you can add question: how many animals are visible in the image. So this is how you can add image image based questions. Now I am taking one new question where I am just using text again. and I am writing a question. What will be the output? I'm just using various kinds of questions just for make you understand the kind of options which we can use in our process. Okay, and then after this, if I want to put restriction to the question, supposingly I want that this answer should be in numeric value only, I can click here and then go to restrictions option, and I am using restriction as number. So other than number, if a user will enter anything else, it will not accept. Now I am taking one more question, and again I am using text based question. I just want to show you one new feature from Microsoft which has been introduced for specially maths and science teachers. Now my question is, solve the equation, and I want to include math library where I'll be using equation while entering math. 2 raised to the power 2 plus 2 raised to the power 2. So this is a new feature introduced by Microsoft people for specially for making assessments, for taking assessments and tests. So these symbols, almost all the symbols are there which can be used for making maths test, as well as if we have to use numericals in the science, we can use this math library. Click OK, and now I can preview my form. See, heading and then 10 marks, then questions are there, all the questions are there, 3, 4 and 5. So here we can add one more thing. If we want that students get their paper checked on spot, they can view the result on spot, we can do one thing. We can just click on each question, we can add points. Let's say 2 points I am adding in each question. First question, then second question I am adding 2 points, and then third question also I am adding 2 points, and then fourth question also I am adding 2 points, fifth question also I am adding 2 points, and with this I am just entering the correct answers as well, so that this question, this is the correct answer. I am taking the correct option of each question. Then second question, the correct answer is valid identifier first one, valid identifier third one. So these are the two answers which are correct. Third question, I have to use number 5. You can add restriction here as well, restriction number. So other than number, if students will enter anything, it won't accept. Here the correct answer is 500, and then in the next question the correct answer is, see, when the user will submit the response, he or she will also get this special symbol bars of mathematics, so that he can enter. So I am writing the correct answer here, and then after doing this I am going to click on preview, and I am going to enter the responses. Supposingly first answer I am entering, then I am entering second answer correct, then I am entering third answer wrong. Let's say purposely I am doing it, and then I am just writing correct answer here. No, wrong answer, sorry. I am entering wrong answer here, and I am entering correct answer here, and then I am submitting the form. Once I'll submit the form, I'll just get a message, thanks, your response was submitted. If you want your students should get the results, they can click on view option, and then they can see their marks and then check their result there only. If you enter the correct answers there, so they can check their responses at that time only. And it is up to us whether we want this way, or we can restrict this way as well. After this, I'm going to just show you few settings which you need to use while creating form. You can, if you don't want to view the responses, if you don't want your students should view the result and view the correct answers, you can restrict this by doing disabling this option. Supposedly a teacher is has made a form for 3 sections, and she wants that all the 3 sections should submit the responses. After that only she will just enable this. So this option can be disabled. And after this, there is a bar where the options are who can fill out this form. You have to choose only people in my organization can respond, and then click on record name. This will help this will help to record the names, and then 1 person per response we have to choose, because we don't want students filling it again and again, to avoid that situation. And let's explore options. In options, you have to use accept responses. You can choose a date for the test and the timings for the test. Supposedly I am choosing the date, today's date, by 12:30. Okay, and then very important thing which we have, a new feature is introduced. We can shuffle the questions. When the questions will reach to the people with the link, they will get shuffled. So all the students will not get the same sequence of the questions. So we can use all shuffle as well. And if you want to send the notification via email, then this can be selected. This option can be selected. So these are the settings which we need to take care. And second thing is, when we click on share, after fixing up our settings, click on share option. From share, we are not supposed to use share to collaborate or share to template. Just select only people in my organization can respond option, and then copy the link and send it the link wherever you want to, and then this form will get enabled only on a particular timings which we have set, which a teacher will set, and for that particular time only the responses can be submitted. And if a child will unable to submit the response within that duration, then that child's form will not be accepted. I hope you are able to understand how to use this, and you are going to implement in your assessment criteria. Thank you. Have a good day.